Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final part in the raiding guide before I show you the raid, which will take quite some time. So I'm going to continue on the ultimate guide that I'm doing on an official server. But yes, this will be the final part of how to prepare for a raid and how to have fun doing it, how to make money. I showed you guys that going after cargo drops is very profitable. I showed you guys that looting the coal mine regularly is good for TNT. I showed you guys that killing sentries, is very good for TNT parts and grenades. I definitely feel that focusing on the black sentries is better when you're set, but at the start, it's better killing the yellow sentries because you only need like 180 crap ammo to kill the yellow sentries. So basically, it's way better to get a key card in a cargo drop, or to get a key card in a normal police station, or to get a key card in the radiation zones police station, then get guns in the kill box or in Brenner's armory, and then, farm the resources that you need for the crap ammo until you've got 180 crap ammo, and then kill the yellow sentry and snowball from there with key cards. Now, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go into single player to explain to you guys how you can progress as fast as possible. And then in the last part of the video, I'll show the people that play on my servers what they can do to like get lead plating and stuff like that, because I don't allow raiding material to be sold at the traders, and I don't allow my players to trade raiding equipment. Otherwise, it just becomes a problem. That's why there are no bases on official servers. If you don't limit, like the developers have already not allowed you to buy screwdrivers, which is raiding related. Okay. So they've limited the one broken part of raiding, but they haven't limited the other broken part of raiding. So now that you know, gunpowder and lead plating is a major factor to crafting C4s, you will start to understand why there aren't a lot of bases on official servers. Because if you've got a clan of 10, and you can have a clan of 10 on official servers, farming these materials, no base is safe. And there isn't rules so that it can destroy your foundations. So let me show you guys how you can do it on servers without rules, like whatever server you're playing on. And then at the end of the video, I'll just explain to my community what they can do to prepare for a raid. And of course, I showed you guys if you can buy batteries and gunpowder and stuff like that from the traders. I did show you guys that going to the power plant is very, very profitable. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so I'm quickly joining official Europe 1 solo duo, which is an official server, and I just want to start you guys from the beginning. Okay, if you want to be a jack of all trades, if you can't rely on your teammates to play as much as you play, or you want to be the guy who does most of these things in your team and you just want your team to back you up, this will be the build. Okay, so you do whatever you want here. Having all of this, not changing the attributes, is very, very important, okay? I like to have body hair, and then I'm just gonna take my usual hairstyle here. This is my hairstyle. I always take the number 1 beard. I always take the number 3 or the number 1 mustache and the whatever beard. Go for blue eyes, increase the iris type. So if you want to be powerful on a populated server right from the start, you have to go with advanced rifles, you have to go with advanced running, you have to go with advanced thievery because it's extremely important for various reasons, and you have to go with advanced medical. Okay, if you play in a team, someone also has to start with the advanced demolition. But even if you want to do everything yourself, I'm still going to show you how you can do this easily. Okay, but this if you want to be the leader, if you are playing more than your teammates, if you want to do a kill box alone, if you want to loot the power plant alone, if you want to loot the coal mine alone, okay, this is the build. Otherwise, you know, you're going to let your teammate take advanced demolition and advanced engineering, and you're going to give every teammate a different role. Like maybe you've got a sniper in your team. He's going to start with advanced sniping. Or maybe he tells you, no, he wants to start with advanced medical as well, because he can level up his sniping very, very easily. A lot of people do this. I can personally see it as an exploit, but if you guys want to level up sniping very fast, you put an ACOG on an SMG, buy a ton of 9mm ammo, buy a ton of MP5 magazines, put the ACOG on the gun, go into an abandoned bunker, let Brenner come to you, stand behind the little door that he can't go through, and just shoot all the ammo out on Brenner. It will level up your sniping very, very fast. Hopefully, with the improvements that I'm going to suggest to the developers, they can make Brenner killable. I am going to suggest a few things that will make the game more fun, you know, official-wise and just overall. I'll give them a few suggestions. Whether they listen or not is up to them. But this is your solo build, so let's go. Okay, so we're dropping into a full server. It's 62 out of 64, okay? I'm going to go to that trader immediately. Just going to see if I can get a few screwdrivers or clothing. Let's see how rough it is on a 62 pop server with absolutely no rules. You can see there's very little bases. Okay, you can see there's very, very, very little bases around us. Like, if you spot a base, good luck. You know, even on a full server, there are very, very, very little bases. Because there isn't restrictions to raiding material. So like I say, building a base on an official server is not really what people do. They'll rather take over assets, you know, and put dialogues on them or stuff like that, or they'll bury their loot. The only people that have a base is the clan raiding everyone. That's the only. So you'll probably get 3 to 4 big bases, okay? And because the clan size is 10, it's major, okay? And because I'm used to survival servers, I don't need to do the usual rigmarole of, you know, a bow and a spear or whatever. I'm just quickly going to go to the traders. Could have done this in single player, would have made it a lot faster in single player. But just want to give you a real experience. I have played on full pop servers. The only thing is the cheaters and the exploits and all of that makes the game environment very negative. But I mean, I have played on multiple populated servers and I've never had a problem with playing solo. So here we are at the place where we usually get screwdrivers and stuff. I don't know if someone is here. But we can quickly just look for some equipment. I can destroy my card. Get some gloves to get some heat. See if I can get a screwdriver or something. So I'm just search for screwdrivers. And there's a great jacket with 10 kilograms. And then I'll meet you guys, the traders. And let's go through the process that we need to go through. You know, to do the steps on any server. Like I've showed you guys the steps on my servers. Now I'm showing you guys that I'll do exactly the same on an official server or a populated server. Of course, the power plant and stuff like that will just be a little bit more dangerous. Okay, so here we are, the trader. We didn't die. Got a few items from the airfield. And as you guys can see, no one has spoken in the chat. Okay, no one. For the last hour, I don't know, half an hour, no one spoken in the chat. Let's see if this guy can speak. They are very, very friendly community. Do you speak English? No, you don't speak English. No English. No. Okay, you guys see that? You see that name? Okay. That's why official servers are a bad experience. No one speaks in the chat. There's no sense of community, and yeah.
What's up?
Because their culture means that they do anything to win. It's not good for the game overall. But in any case, what do we need to craft?
Security reasons.
And of course, he's just going to hang around, see if I drop anything or whatever, or troll me. And yeah, this is the experience on an official server. But in any case, what do we need to craft ammo? Okay, so we're going to go to crafting. And then we're going to go to this. Okay, scrap metal. You guys know how to get scrap metal. Okay, even the cars at the traders have scrap metal. The abandoned bunkers have cars that have scrap metal. The radiation zone, the town, has a ton of cars scrap metal. Very, very easy. You know how to get uranium. Okay, so gunpowder, batteries, and toolboxes. Gunpowder, batteries, and toolboxes. So what do we need to get batteries? Battery, 25 fame. You can buy a battery. Okay? Car battery, 25 fame. That's all you need to farm lead plating to get to death. Okay? And then gunpowder, I think, is here.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse around.
Gunpowder, 8 fame. You only need 8 fame to farm the gunpowder. Okay? And then I think the toolboxes are here.
How's it hanging?
So let's go toolbox. There's a toolbox. Okay, that's an airplane repair kit. That's an airplane repair kit. Tools, repair, airplane car jack. Okay, the toolbox is in here.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse around.
There's a toolbox. There's a toolbox. 8 fame for a small toolbox, 25 fame for a large toolbox. Okay? So, on official servers that don't limit raiding material, you can farm the poop out of it. Okay? So, we've just established you can buy everything, and you can find this very, very easily. Okay? You can buy that, you can buy that, you can buy that, you can make that, or get to it. Okay? So, let's get to the next part of the guide. Now that you know you can buy everything on servers that don't limit raiding materials, how do you progress? Okay, we're sitting here at one of my favorite base locations. It's just below the city of B2, right here. It's like a nice little square that you've got here. Nice open place surrounded by trees. You know, like that gives you cover. That little hill gives you cover. It's very difficult to spot this base until you come in here. It's got its own tower. So I've activated guard mode, and I'm just going to make the flag quickly. Okay. And then I'm going to show you guys the problem that you're going to have as a solo player, starting with advanced thievery. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a table. Okay. Okay, doesn't matter which way the table points. And then we want the practice bomb. The practice bomb is very, very important. So a practice bomb takes a blue wire, 1 scrap metal, a battery, okay, and electrical tools. Okay, so we're just gonna spawn in quickly. Okay, put that over there. Put all these items on the ground. Okay, so here you've got your practice bomb, which is very, very important if you want to do everything. The other thing you need is a wire cutter. I'm sure you can buy a wire cutter on normal servers. Okay. Now, the problem that you guys are going to have is to level up Demolition, okay? To level up Demolition to medium is not a problem. You can level it up very easily with 6 seconds. You've got 6 seconds and you follow the wires and, you practice with 6 seconds. The problem that you're going to have, they've changed it. Okay, 1,375. Okay. It used to be that if you cut wires with 6 seconds, it won't work. I don't know. I'm in single player at the moment. Maybe it doesn't work on multiplayer. The last time I cut wires at 6 seconds, I didn't get any experience. Okay, you guys can tell me in the comments if that has changed. But 1,375 XP. Now, if you can train yourself, we can use the arrow keys to change the time. If you can train yourself to maybe just go 5 seconds, okay? Let's just try 5 seconds over here. Then 1,375 is, how much did we get there? Oh, that isn't even more experience. Okay, let's take it to 4 seconds. 4 seconds. And, there's no risk here, so you can just keep on practicing. Okay, that's quite fast. Okay. So you will get more XP the lower you set the time. Okay, very, very important. You will get more XP the lower you set the time. But the most, so 1,300 times 3 is 3,900. Okay, so you're going to get a little bit more XP the lower you set the time. But you can level up Demolition. I've leveled up Demolition from no Demolition skill to advanced in 1 week. Putting like 30 minutes, sometimes an hour into the wire cutting. Okay, and it helps your subconscious memory as well. Now, how do you survive getting the parts from the suicide puppet? Well, the first thing you're going to need is tactical armor. Okay, so let's just go tactical. What's that? No, that's not what we need. Tactical, we need armor. Okay, you definitely need armor. Okay, so armor. Okay, first thing you need is armor by a mile. Second thing you need is a helmet. I like the K6 helmet. It's not too expensive. So there we've got the helmet. Third thing you need is medical equipment. You can go get that at the hospital. Okay, so we're gonna get emergency bandages. You get at least 5 in a pack in a pack in the hospital. So we're gonna take about 10 emergency bandages. Okay, not the best equipment in the world because I rather prefer tourniquets. Tourniquets are way better for me, but you need a little bit of medical attention. Okay, and then because we've got advanced medical, we can go for dressing as well. I like dressing. I like the pressure and hemostatic is the same, but I'm just going to go for pressure dressing. And we're going to have to kill this puppet, so we're going to spawn in tech SF. Let's spawn in SF19, and then with the magazine, SF19 magazine, and then 9mm ammo. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we take the pistol. We just load this magazine quickly, and how you defuse the puppet makes a difference, and I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, and this is where you get 2 of the C4 parts. I'm going to show you where to get the other 2 C4 parts, because to craft C4, you need this. You can find this. You can craft very easily. That you can find. Okay, The two parts that you're going to need is the circuit board and the detonator, which you get from Suicide Puppets. These two parts you're going to need to get in a kill box or a cargo drop, and we're going to see about the sentries. It felt to me like the sentries were only dropping this, but we're going to see if the sentries are able to drop you the circuit. Like, this is keypad circuit board. This is the timer circuit board. So the detonator and the circuit board, the keypad, you can get from the Suicide Puppet. The Pack C4 and the timer you need to get from the kill box or a cargo drop or the sentries, which we're going to see now. Okay, so I've got the pistol here. Going to load it. I'm probably going to fail, but it's good so that I can show you guys the difference here. Okay, the difference in damage that you take. So let's just put on a silencer. Silencer, suppressor. Suppressor. Where is the basic suppressor? Basic one. We need the basic one. Why can't we find the basic one? Okay, there's the basic one. Okay. Let's not spawn a horde at the moment. And we're going to spawn a zombie, and we're going to do the Suicide Puppet. Okay? So we're just going to get his attention. Shoot him in the head. Get the wire cutter, which we dropped here somewhere. Take in hands. Now, if I just stand over him like this, and I go for it. Okay? I get lucky. And he will give me the detonator. Okay? So let's get rid of a few bandages here so that I don't confuse you guys. There's the detonator. Okay? Let's spawn in another one. I'm going to give myself a holster here. A pistol holster so that we don't drop the pistol. There we go. And we need space for the wire cutter. Okay, there's the wire cutter. Put it on our quick slot. Pistol on our quick slot. Let's spawn in another Suicide Puppet. Take out the pistol. Get his attention. Shoot him in the head. Stand over him like I'm standing over him. And then I'm going for it. And I got very, very lucky there. And there we get the other part. Okay, so you get the keypad circuit board and the detonator. Now I'm going to fail on purpose. Okay, you won't. Guys, you can cut the wires as much as you want. Okay, you're not going to get any other parts from him. But now we're going to fail on purpose. Okay, so we're going to fail on purpose now. I'm standing over him. Okay, I'm left with 13 health. I'm left with 13 health. I've got a C4 and I've got a C3. And this is why advanced medical is so important. And then I'm going to heal this with the normal bandage. Okay, and we're fine. We're fine. Now, if you can see, the armor took a bit of damage, but you can see your clothing takes more damage. So before you diffuse Suicide Puppets, you need bandages, but you need a sewing kit. And rather get the one that you can buy. Okay, it's not very expensive. Every time you try and diffuse a puppet, repair the things that will, that takes that loot, that has your loot inside it. You don't have to worry about that. Just right click on the clothing that or you can just repair the clothing when you see red spots on the clothing. But your armor is not going to take a ton of damage. Your clothing is going to take more damage. Okay, now we just lie down. Because we use the tourniquet, we're going to get into recovery really, really fast. But because we used emergency bandage on the C3, that's going to take way longer. So basically, if you use a rag, it's the slowest you're going to heal. If you use a rag that you put alcohol on, it's going to be a little bit faster. If you use an emergency bandage, it's going to be a little bit faster. If you use a hemostatic dressing, a little bit faster. And then if you use the pressure dressing, a little bit faster. Tourniquet is the fastest way to get back into the fight as fast as possible. And then the last and the best thing is the Phoenix Tears. Okay? So I'm just going to spawn in Phoenix Tears, although Phoenix Tears is not for everyone. It's not easy to get Phoenix Tears, but we're just going to inject it quickly so that I can show you the difference. We were left with 13 health there. Okay? 13 health. So I'm just going to lie down quickly. Why am I lying down? Well, I think most people should know this, but in any case, if you go to healing speed, it's at 1.146 at the moment. That's how fast we're healing. If we lie down, the healing speed goes to 2. Your healing speed doubles if you lie down. The healing speed is now 1.146. If we just lie down on our stomach, it goes up by 0.1. Okay? So lying down on your stomach doesn't help you to heal faster. You have to lay down to increase your healing speed. Okay? So it's a C. We've still got the C1 that's recovering. Let's get all the way back to full health. And, oh, yes, we defused a suicide puppet. That is the best way to level up Demolition. We defused the puppet 2 times. Yeah, 2 times, successfully. We were on 4,000 XP. We are now on 21,000 XP on Demolition. The fastest way by a mile to level up your Demolition skill is to defuse a suicide puppet. And it is, like, we probably got 7,000 experience for every suicide puppet that we defused. But it's way safer doing it in your base. Okay? Because you can fail constantly. And yes, you're going to need to cut the wire successfully 5 times to get the same experience that you get from a suicide puppet. But the chance that you're going to die is way less. Okay? So yes, defusing a suicide puppet is by far the fastest way to level up your Demolition. But doing it in your base, cutting the wires, is definitely the safest way. Okay. Now, crouching makes a difference. Okay, but I'm going to lie down now. We had 13 health left. I don't want to take you guys through everything. So I'm just going to show you when I lie down now. Okay, so now I'm going to lie down and fail. I'm going to lie down and I'm going to fail. Okay, that wasn't much better. That was actually worse. Okay, so that was a complete fail. I have seen that when I crouch or when I'm further away, maybe it's when you're further away. Okay, so I'll be back now. Okay. So now I know you can mitigate the damage from the suicide puppet. We're going to try and be as far away as we can now. Okay. So I'm going to lie down. I'm going to take the wire cutters. Then I'm going to see. Okay, so I'm going to try and be as far away as I can, and then I'm going to fail. Okay, so distance plays a major role. We only got a C4. We only had a C4. Okay, so there you guys can see I'm left with more than double the health that I had left. Distance from the puppet plays a major, major role. And that's it, guys. So you can level up your demolition skill through the wire cutting, okay? And then just practice. I mean, really doing it with 6 seconds. You can really take your time. Like you guys saw, I was under pressure there. But like you can, like when you get used to it, yes, you get some of these wires that are really, really bad. But I mean, it's very, like sometimes you get these easy wires, okay? And remember, you start with 6 seconds. So what you want to aim for is having about 3 seconds left. And then practicing to cut the wire perfectly, like there. I only had 5 seconds left. You want to get to a place where you can speed up a bit. There, I've got 3 seconds left. So if it was a suicide puppet, I would have made it. There I had 3 seconds left. Okay, that's your aiming point. But in the beginning, if you want to take it slow, just follow the wires. Do it like that. And like I say, I did this for 30 minutes a day. Sometimes an hour when I had nothing better to do. If you don't, if you're busy through the day, do it for like, I don't know, 15 minutes a day. I do feel I get tired mentally when I go over 15 minutes. Like my prime time is about 15 minutes, okay? Because my subconscious memory for the wires kicks in very, very nicely. So if you want to practice this before you're going to cut wires, do it for about 5 minutes. It really, your eyes adjust very, very quickly where you have to go. It's like practicing, lock picking before you get there. The thing is with the lock picking, that's why I say, and the thievery affects so many things. Okay, thievery affects so many things with abandoned bunkers, with the time that you have to lock pick. Like I'm on medium thievery now, so let's say like with the little bit of time that I spent in demolition now, and not dying at all, I've leveled up to 3%. Okay. I don't know, 15 minutes? Did this take us 15 minutes? Okay. Yes, I defused a few suicide puppets, but you can get to 10% a day. Then you only have to do it for 10 days. Okay. Now, on the opposite side of this, if you have to use a screwdriver, and I don't know, practicing with advanced is a bit unrealistic. So I'm rather going to use a bobby pin. Like telling yourself, hey, I'll always have advanced lockpick. That's a bit unrealistic. Okay. And then I'm going to take the screwdriver, like doing this. Okay. Let's say we go to basic. This is frustrating. Does it help you to master lockpicking? Yes, but this is not the wire cutting process. Okay, you can go crazy here, where with wire cutting you won't go crazy. It will help you. It will definitely help you, but it's not the same. If you guys understand what I'm saying, it's not the same experience. Like, even if you're struggling with wire cutting, it's not going to be as frustrating as this. Okay? So, I took a bit of time there. What was my reward? 330. I'm getting 1,300 for the easiest level on the wire cutting. I'm only getting like, this is going to take me forever. And even if I have to suffer through this, and this is medium thievery, guys. This is not no thievery. Like, you can level up demolition from no skill. Look how I'm struggling with medium thievery. The sweet spot is so bloody small, it's not even funny. And the 3 seconds is killing me. Like, I feel rushed with 3 seconds. With advanced thievery, I don't feel rushed. Okay, let's just use an advanced lockpick here before you guys go insane. Lockpick. Advanced item. Okay, let's just try it with the advanced item. This is the best. This is the best case scenario. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was bad. I don't know. That took me 4 minutes. That took me about 4 minutes. And I opened an advanced lock. I got 1,100 XP with an advanced lock. 1,100 XP with an advanced lock. Okay, so if you guys have any other further questions, let's just go kill a sentry and make sure where we get all the C4 parts. Okay, here's the yellow sentry. This is what we get from the suicide puppet. So from the yellow sentry, we do get a key card, and we get the one that we can't get. That we can't get from the other guy. Okay. So let's just load here. Okay, and here's the new sentry. Okay, we get another part that we can't get from the suicide puppets, and a suicide puppet, part, and so we're getting the third part. We're getting the third part, what we need from them. Okay. Now let's go check the kill box. Okay, here we go.
Hello, dear contestant.
I've got God mode on.
Welcome to the kill box.
Just gonna unlock it.
If you're wondering why that's the name of the show,
Just looking for the
well,
C4 part.
I'm sure you'll find out. Here are the rules. You've got 15 minutes to show us how skillful you are.
That's not the gold lock.
Otherwise, the whole world will find out how your corpse looks like.
That's not the gold lock. That's not the gold lock. And here we get the C4 brick. Okay. So we have got now a completed C4. And you can get bricks in cargo drops, and you can find them in military points of interest. Okay, guys? Please, if you've got any other questions, leave it down in the comments below. Okay? And I'm going to be preparing for the raid. And then the next video in the raid guide is going to be me doing the raid and everything that I did to prepare for the raid and the raid itself, or at least highlights from the raid. If you guys enjoyed this, do me a favor and click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do so for further information. And remember, these medical rooms, they can give you medical supplies as well. Okay, they can give you those packets of bandages. So going into normal bunkers is not a bad idea. And even the medical rooms in abandoned bunkers are not a bad idea. Although the hospital is by far the best place for medical equipment. Okay, by far the best place for medical equipment. Hope you guys have fun. I'm going to get back to my normal ultimate guide where I'm trying to build the ultimate character. Hope you guys enjoy yourself.